Yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Um, Give me a couple seconds to settle that. Alright. Alright. Do. Chat, checked, music, on. Camera. Not yet. There it is. Okay. Seems that everything up and running, right? So, good morning, everyone. Hope you all have a amazing week. Today is Friday. Life is good. Let's see what we have for today in terms of news. So 7 a.m. we have pound retail sales, and then later on at 3 o'clock we have consumer sentiment and 2 orange folder. So that's cool. So we have news in 10 minutes, so let me just do analysis quickly, right? So first thing first, looking at the monthly right now. So I've been saying the exact same thing for the past 12 days. So we have 12 days left in the month, right? So that's plenty of time for price to still react. So off the rip, you can tell that the monthly candle is still in the range, right? It's closed back. Previous monthly candle closed back bullish, right? Back into we are literally in the middle of the range, right? We literally in the middle of the range right here, from 26.11 to 28.37, right? So I would imagine that any given time or any given point within this monthly candle, this is that we will come out and fill the rest of the week, and until it fill the rest of the week, it can decide where it wants to go next, right? So we have coming down. We're already coming down now, creating a bottom wick. The question is, when will we come up to fill the wick? If we do come up and fill the wick at all, I'm not saying that it has to come up and fill the wick, but I'm saying there's a high chance that it will come up and fill the wick after breaking this most recent resistance now, right? And the previous monthly candle printed bullish as well. So anything can happen. We still have enough time, 12 days left, to come back up and print a bullish candle within the range, or breaking above the range. I don't know. So that is what we have in mind for the monthly analysis, right? So let's drop down into the weekly. So now you can see that the weekly start to kind of making its way pull back. The weekly candle has minimal top wick though, so there's still a chance that we can still coming up now, because we are already come down, creating a bottom wick, breaking the low on the previous weekly candle, right? And if you look left, we're also closing above the most recent resistance, support resistance as well. So we're closing above the range. So I would imagine if we're closing above the range on the weekly, then if this candle still closing up, respecting the support right here, then there's a high chance that next week could either do two things. It can either come down and follow the range, but one thing I would imagine that would come up and at least break this high and then come down, right? Because look at the previous weekly, no top wick, right? And when it does coming up and follow the rest of the range, what does that mean? That also means that the monthly candle also follow the rest of the range of the monthly candle, right? So if knowing that that's on the weekly, can we take advantage of that? But right now the weekly is still in the range. For any given point within today, it could still flip, right? So we have 15 days left until we have this weekly candle close. So can we look into small time frame and see if we can take advantage of that? So the daily is a bit tough to trade because this is a range that you're in right now, right? This is the range that you're in, right? If this is a range that you're in, can we, because the previous daily close with minimal top wick, it's hard to, it's gonna be hard to go in for buy. Doesn't mean it's not gonna rip up and drive up, right? It just means that the chance of it driving up is gonna be very, very low. Why? Because it has no range to follow. It has no traffic. And if you look left, we literally causing respecting this minor resistance slash support here. So any given point, this thing, any given time, this thing can still just flip down because we're closing respecting with no top wick, right? So at any point we can just come up, create a top wick, grab liquidity up to drive down. So that could be a potential scenario, and for all I know, that also means that the weekly will also coming down and closing below the range. And what does that mean? That means that the next week we could potentially come up, creating a top wick and then flip down. That's literally my assumption. But any given point during the trading session, it can still sway either way, right? We still have a lot of time left, and I believe that we will have a lot of big folders coming out in the coming week, in the coming days. So there's still a lot of volatility and volume to sway the market to go either way, right? But for now, this is what I'm seeing, and it's close respecting to the resistance and support right here, and any given time it has no top wick, so it's the chance of it driving up is going to be low. So can we come down and look at that small time frame, see what it's doing? Okay, so the 4 hours closing above the range very nicely, right? And where is the potential range that we could travel up to? Right around here. So we do have range to play with. So if this is the what are we trying to measure here? Because every time we're coming from here, right, we push all the way up here. Coming from here, push all the way up. Coming from here, push all the way out. And I'm looking to the left and see every time we price pushing from this level, right? This has very similar structure in terms of price mirroring. This also has very similar in terms of price mirroring, because if you look left, we come up to this level right around here, we reject to come down, grab liquidity to drive up, and same thing happened here. So I would imagine we will have range, and that's a 22 pips move to travel up to 27.20. So yeah, so let's see. let's see, where are we playing with? What are we playing with? So because we have news in 5 minutes, so what I'll do is I'll wait for news to come out, and then we hop on the wave. The 30 minutes or the 1 hour is cleaner. Wow, this is messy. Let me see. So this is 1 hour. This is 30 minutes. This is kind of a support, but it's quite messy. Yeah, here it's actually fine. Here is also fine actually. Yeah. Here is fine. Yeah. Tap into here. So this is a range that we are playing with, huh? And then after that, since today is you can play either. The daily look like it has no bottom wick to play with, so it's got to be very tough, very tough to manage. The 4 hours is cleaner. No, really. Yeah, here's fine. Every time you come from here, where? Yeah, you come from here, right? Yep, you come from here, come up here, the tab. Yeah, that's fine. So 1 minute till news right now. Sell or buy, bro? What I'll do is I'll wait until news coming out, and then let it settle for a little bit, 5-10 minutes, and then I'll hop on the wave. Right now, it's a bit tough to get in because you don't want to get clapped straight away, because the daily it's still bullish, right? But it has no top wick, so there's a high chance it can still drive up, but it's not got a top wick, so the chance of it driving up is low, but doesn't mean it can't drive up, because daily bias is still bullish, right? If you look at 4 hours and 1 hour, we're still forming high, low, high, so it's got to be very tough to. You just got to wait until news come out and then decide. Give me 2 seconds. There you go. There's a news coming out. Yeah. So news come out, first thing we do was pushing down, right? Okay, that's cool. That was 24 pips move down. What we doing here? Yeah, probably be able to get in a trade around 7.5, 7.10, but just wait. Just wait until it's settled down. Because right now, like after what did news coming out? Negative, right? So theoretically, it should come down. But you want for it to settle after this 5 minutes candle closing here. Yeah, I believe that if you're gonna come back down here, yeah, if you come back down here, and if you do decide to break below this, there's a high chance that we can. So you see how it's literally respect on the dot, and not broken down below. I need to see a closure below this, otherwise it's too tough to play with. Because any given time this thing can still flip up, for all I know. So this is the hard part of trading, that you got to be very, very patient. If you're not, you just gotta get clapped straight up. Right, so 1 hour coming down, the 30 minutes no top wick, the 4 is coming down now. I mean, we do have range today to, in terms of buying, we do have range to coming down to 27.20. But the question is, will we come up there? Will we come up there though? So the 5 minutes goes in 1 minute here. Yeah, I've need to see closure. I need to see closure below there. You see how it tapped into this level and then just completely reject? And it makes sense though, because if it break down, then that will be like a break of structure. That also means that we have traffic to drive down all the way down here. Yeah, we tap into the there's a 5 minutes candle closing down. What we doing here? Candle open, 5 minutes candle open up with no top wick, interesting, coming down to fill the wick. Yeah, I've got to see a closure. If it does come down here and close below here, yeah, cool. Um, the next 15 or the next couple 15 we could even see for a top wick coming down and follow the rest of the range. And what is this range? That's a 20 pips range, and that's not bad. But I've got to see the closure, otherwise it's way too tough for me to take anything. I think here just fine. Yeah, here just fine. Yeah, 5 minutes just literally just drive straight down here. I believe that if I see on my MT4 that this 4 hours and the 1 hour has minimal top wick as well, so we'll see. Yeah, you see how I was saying about the daily is that it's close respecting within the range, right? If you can't see it, I will show you. It's literally close respecting the range, right? Coming up, close respect with no top wick, so the chance of us driving up is very low because we have no traffic, right? To drive up, we have no range. So I would not be surprised if we're driving back down today. However, anything could still happen within the market, so you just got to be very flexible with that. But for now, I need to see closure down below to confirm that on a lower time frame. Yeah, if it's close respect in here, it's got probably the next 15 candle, to be honest. Because the 5's still hovering. Like we definitely take looking for taking a sell down, but in terms of buying, it's not yet. Hopefully you didn't get clapped because of news, man. Buy stop and sell stop. Take your time when news coming out. Anticipate news will bring volume, and market can go sideways, can go either way. So you don't want to be part of that. You want to stay composed, even though you missed. How many? This is 24 pips move, right? I get that. It's not nice to see price just drive away with it. Yeah, you get FOMO and all that stuff, but part of the trading, you get used to it as you build up your experience, right? And if it's not part of your plan, there's nothing much you can do, right? There's nothing much you can say. If it's not part of your plan, it's not part of your plan. You don't want to be part of it. Just let it drive. Okay, so 5 still coming down here with no top wick. Alright, can we get a closure down though? Maybe the next 5. Yeah, man, it's tough to be in this range right here because any given time this thing can still rip up. By the way, any given point, this 1 hour can still flip up because this 1 hour has no top wick, right? And if you look left, every time we come down here, what do? We reject. It can still come up. So like taking sell here is way too tough, and taking buy also tough as well, because you don't know that's that today daily it's gonna take over and just drive straight down, or it will need to tap into this level 2720 before it has liquidity to drive down. I don't know. So it's like until price prints more directions and showing you the way of where it wants to go, it's way too tough, man. Let's see what's happening with gold though. So gold, we are coming down. Yep, we're coming down to grab liquidity. I would imagine we come down around 1990 to 2000. Oh, this is a tough one to be trading under, because okay, all right, okay. So if you look left, we close back into a range, right? Every time we close back into a range, what we do? We drive. Every time we close back into a range, what do? We drive. However, if you look at the detail of the previous daily candle, we have no top wick and no bottom wick on the daily. So like, gold today is going to be very, very tough to trade, because it can go either way. It can just literally, for all I know, this thing can just still come up, create a top wick, and then come down to close close back down into a range, right? That's one scenario. Two is that it will come for it to drive up. It would need liquidity to drive up. So this would be the second scenario. I would need to come down, break the low, create a bottom wick, and then drive up. However, so far into today's session, it's driving up now, so I don't know what would do. Yeah, they're just not real set up to be taken here, because any given time this thing can just still flip down, but because it has not got liquid, it has not drive up to grab liquidity up yet. I would imagine that if it were to drive down, then it would need to create some kind of top wick before it's drive down. However, look at the higher time frame, we're creating high and high low. So I would imagine we still need to drive up to grab liquidity up to drive down if we were to drive down to today bias, but we'll see. Yeah, this range is way too hard because there's no real direction, right? You're literally in the middle of the desert. There's no direction here. Any given point this thing can still rip up, any given point this thing can still drive down. But for it to drive down, I would imagine it needs to go up to grab liquidity to drive down, right? But the overall direction seems to be pointing towards going up. So until I get more confirmation, then I will go in. Because all time frame is pointing, it's looking good right now. So the 15 open up, right? Like you see how it's literally respecting this level. It did not want to close below. What does that say? It means that it's respecting this, and there's a chance that this is literally a liquidity graph for it to drive up. Because if you look left, every time we close respecting here, where do we go? We go up. Go up. If you just look left, like the most recent price action, doesn't need to go anywhere far. And overall, if I was to look for what price is mirroring, if you look left, right here, right, every time we come from here, what do? We drive all the way up to here, drive all the way up to here, drive all the way up to here. So today I would imagine that we also got to drive all the way up to here, right? And this is a level that I was imagine for price to tap before I decide what I want to do. And that also coincide with what on the daily, because the daily is no top wick, right? No top wick, close bullish, respecting to a range. So I know for us to come down, I would imagine for we coming up to tap into this level, create a top wick before we head down. But there's a chance that can still come up. This is a bottom wick for the daily to come up and close above the range. That's also a chance too. So you need to be prepared for that. But that is overall what it looks on the price. That is what is mirroring in terms of higher time frame. So I'm just prepared to adapt whatever the price, whatever the market is printing here. Okay, we're printing. See how it's reject right off here. Like I'm not even surprised, because at any given point, like this thing can just still flip this 1 hour candle. I would not be surprised if it does, but I've got to see closure above first before I do anything. Yeah, closure above here would be nice, because that was also means that we have range to go all the way to 2720, which is the higher time frame resistance mark that I was marking. That is good. Potentially want to tap before it decide what it wants to do, right? So just got to be very patient here, because any given point this thing can just still fly down for all I know. looking at the 4 hours and the 1 hour. But the 30 minutes closing in 9 minutes here, so let's just be patient with this. What did you do when you were here last time? So you came down from there, and you're respecting off this. Okay. Came down here, didn't respect off that. Yeah, if you look at this thing as well, like we travel from here, right, which is exactly a similar place that we travel at our current price. We're coming up here, respect. Where do we bounce right off of here, and then we just drive up. I think that is it. That is all the price does. No, it's fine now. Yeah, I've got to wait and see more candle to get printed here before I make any move. This is the most exciting part to me, honestly. Believe it or not, like just waiting for candle to close, waiting for the market to show you the direction where it wants to go. I think to me is the most exciting part, because it teaches you to be patient, right? I know with a lot of people is they have a lot of like they have higher impulses, so that they want everything to be happening right now, whereas that you don't want that to happen. If you have that within trading, it's going to be very, very, very tough. You just got to get clapped. So yeah, you got to be very patient here. So the 15 rejecting, the 30 minutes rejecting. So that the 1 hour, I would not be surprised if this 1 hour end up flipping within this next candle. Yeah, we're coming back up here. Yeah, this is way too rough. You just gotta wait until you see what it does next. I have noticed a pattern though, is that during London session, we tend to move very late on every last candle. So like, if the 1 hour candle was about to close within 10 minutes, volume tends to come in out of nowhere, and it start to move. Same with the 4 hours as well. And with like that's the same with every candles that I'm talking about. Like when it comes to near closing on the 1 hour and the 4 hour candles, the last 10-15 minutes seems to be very, very volatile, because that is when the candles are about to get printed. That is when the volume starts to coming in, and it's an absolute nightmare. But the 15 open up with no bottom wick though. So any given time, just Just thinking, just still fly down. Yeah, man, there's no real direction here. There's need a bit more volume to move the markets. It's not doing anything. It's still hovering around this range, and this is nightmare. So 30 minutes closing in 2 minutes, right? So let's see what it's doing here. Two minutes for the 15 close as well. Is that it? Is that all the volume from the news? Just 22 pips move and then you stop moving. Shit. Bro, this is rough. Look at 1 minute. Oh, I also need to delete today's trade, innit? Because that was yesterday's trade. I haven't took a trade today. Yeah, man. I'm just waiting for the 30 minutes candles to close. Same with the 15. Maybe the next 5 or 15 it starts to move. But until it's closed here, it's gonna be pretty tough. Alright, 30 minutes candle close now. How are we printing for maybe the next 5 or 10? We'll be able to get in for position. I like how this 30 minutes and the 15 minutes candle open up here. Very, very nice. closer you kind of tap into this level, and once you touch your level, you just rock right up. Are we going to continue to drive up, or are we going to come down, break the low, and then drive up? I would imagine if we were to drive up in some given universe, I would imagine we come down, break this low, and then grab liquidity, and then drive up. If it drives up, it drives up here. We still haven't moved much as yet. Hey, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we start to form some kind of support and some kind of resistance right here, huh? Can we break out of that? But the Fibonacci just kind of drive down here. If this 15 closed bearish back into a range, man, it's gonna be very tough. Can you come down and break the low and maybe come up then? Okay, find no bottom wick, cool. yeah, this is the best part of the day. The waiting game. I know it's not like easy for most people to just sit and wait, even though they be sitting for hours and hours just like hunt for one single trade. But that's the beauty of the trading. You got to be patient. You got to let everything fall in your place. Everything falls in your plan, and then you take the trade. You don't want to blow your account over and over again just simply by taking unposed trades, right? Yeah, you also don't want to waste your entire morning just sitting there, not wasting your time, but like just sitting there and wait for so long for this one particular setup that you've been waiting for, right? You don't want to ruin that. You want to absolutely take care of the trade, and it's also like creating bad habit, like good habit, creating good routines, and also create good results, right? And the same with bad habit as well. Like if you do bad habit, it's over time it's gonna become repetitive. Once it becomes repetitive, it now becomes your habit, and once it becomes your habit, it's gonna be hard to get rid of, bro. So you want to practice good habit. But enough of me yapping, because 15 closing in 7 minutes here. Is this a 15 flip then? Yeah, you're not really doing much here. Just still hovering. Okay, there's a push. There's a break of the high. That's progress. There's a 15 flat. Okay, can you continue to push then? And that also the Fibonacci flat, right? Yeah, you're still respecting. Still rejecting off of this. Yeah, days like this makes you this is days like this is when you really want to appreciate trading for what it is. Like sometimes the market gives you opportunities. Sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay too, because you learn it to be patient. You learn to be disciplined. And you're still coming out ahead because you learn something that day, even though you didn't learn from a winning trade, you didn't learn from a losing trade or a break-even trade, but you learn through just sitting and watch price move. And as you watch price moves, subconsciously you will store data, and you will be able to avoid this kind of rangy play. And it's also it's a good skill to have. So the 13 closing in 3 minutes here. If the 15 closing bearish doji, I would need to wait for the next 15, and the next 15 come flip back down and follow the range. I would need to wait for the 1 hour candle close. It's about to tell. Okay, so we pushing there. Okay, we're breaking the high. Can we close above that though? The 15th minute, 30 minutes flip, 15 flip 2. Can we break above that though? You see how I was saying about the 1 hour and during London session, the 1 hour and the 4 hours, the last 10 minutes is always so volatile, and we coming down to the last 17 minutes of 1 hour, and now it starts to seem to kind of move. I would believe that once we break the high, we should have clean traffic to drive all the way up to 26.98, which I believe it will be doing. But I need to see the 15 minutes candle closure. When the 15 minutes candle closure back into the range, then yeah, sure we can look for some position. If we do come back down, grab some kind of bottom wick to drive up. But yeah, we see. The day is still only starting. There's no rush. Never rush in the process. Enjoy the process. As a journey. You don't want to rush anything. Yeah, the 30 minutes flip now. Yeah, the 15 closing in 1 minute. What are you doing here? Yeah, there's not much going on here. Okay, we're breaking out now. On the 5, always the last couple minutes of the 15, man. Always does that. Always start moving on the last couple minutes before the candles start to print. Okay, we're breaking out. Will we break? Will we tap 26.98 and then come down and create a bottom wick? Yep, the 5 breakout. And that's also the 30 minutes flip as well. Cool, cool, cool. I would not be surprised if this 1 hour end up flipping in the next 15 minutes. I would not be surprised. Okay, so the 5 closed now. Same as the 15. That's cute. What do we have? 15 close, 30 minutes also flip that. I believe, yes. The 15 also closed back into a range. So now, can we get a bottom wick to drive up then? Because if we don't, it's rough. I'm not participating in that. If it drives to 26.98, it drives, but none of my business. Yeah, I would not be surprised on this if this 1 hour candle end up flipping here. Would not be surprised one bit. Like, this is what really makes you improve as a trader, be able to see move like this, drive, then drive, without feeling that you're missing out or something. Because if it's not part of your plan, you shouldn't feel that way, because it wasn't even your idea in the first place. You know what I mean? So like, why would you want to feel like you're missing out if that wasn't something that you intended to do? You know what I mean? If that wasn't a trade that you intend to get in. Okay, let's try. Let's look for the next idea. Rinse and repeat, man. Yeah, it looks like it's got to drive to 26.98 here. So this is 4 hours bottom wick, huh? I need some kind of bottom wick in order to get a nod. It's way too tough to do anything here. I know we broke out the range and everything, but I need a bottom wick to get in. What was the pip here? That would have been in 5 pips profit. Yeah, 10 minutes till the 1 hour candle close here. Maybe 8:15, 8:05, 8:15. We'll see. Okay, it's 5 coin doji here. See what's gold doing. Oh shit, it's just driving. Literally just driving. So I'd imagine if this is a fake out and we're closing back into a range, I would imagine you will have continuation to push all the way to 2038. I would imagine, if this is a fake out you try to create. Yeah, if you could close above here. Yeah, 2030 is not bad. Yeah, 2030 pretty clean. You could close above here 2030, it would be ideal going up in terms of traffic. But yeah. Yeah, 2017 you have a lot traffic to drive. I mean, tap into 2030 is possible. When it's tapped into 2030, you will see it hover for a while before you decide what it wants to do. If this is a breakout, I would imagine that the 2030 would not hold for long. It would just break right through to 2038. Let's see what's GBP doing. Yeah, at this point I'll probably wait for the 1 hour candle to close here. Once the 1 hour candle closed, once we're coming down and for the wick on a break of the high, we probably could see for a potential position. But right now it's got to be the weight on the 1 hour candle high at 1 hour candle close. Need to wait for a closure on that. How's this weekly looking for gold though? Yeah, weekly closing bullish and the range. So at any given time, this thing can just still fit right up. It breaks a low though, so it's still in the range. It was still bullish for all I know, but let's see if we have a lot of momentum. Looking at the previous daily candles, has no top wick, so that's a tough one though. Gold would not be easy to trade today, I'm telling you that. Yeah, this is fine for now. What was that move? That was fair one. That's not bad range. Yeah, I would imagine it breaks this clean if it does break that. Yep, it did. I shouldn't have any problem. If this is a range that you're in, you shouldn't have any problem. But because we broke above this now, I would imagine you have a range to go towards 2031. Yeah, that's clean too. Alright, 4 minutes on this 1 hour candle close. Yeah, I would not be surprised if it's coming down to create some kind of bottom wick on the 1 hour, and then come up and tap into 2031, and that would not be a bad move at all. I would imagine it tap into 2025 before it decides come up and break the high and continue to drive towards 2031, and that is also doable. Yeah, the 4 hours literally break above the one, so did the 1 hours as well. The 1 hours kind of broke above the range as well. So I would imagine after creating a bottom wick to come down, you would come up, but depends on how the 1 hour candle open. FTMO coin doji, that's amazing. One hour opened up, amazing. This is good. This is really good. FTMO candle coming down, closing. First thing it does is coming down. This is very, very good. You see how the 30 minutes open up, no top wick, come down, break the low. And no top wick, same with the 1 hours. This is really good though. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put my buy stop right here, right? On the anticipation of the 30 minutes candle. If it flips and break the high, there's no reason for it to not continue to go up. And the 1 hour kind of come down as well. The reason I don't want to take the flip, because there's still a chance that it can still come and continue to drive down. So if it's coming up and break the high, that's a bigger confirmation that if it flips, it's drive. So I'd rather do that. Because then you have 8 pips in advantage anyway by the time it's break the high and tap into this level. The 15 no top wick, so if it flips and break the high here, I would imagine it's just a straight drive. If this 5, yeah, if this 5 can come up and break this high here, and that also means that the 15 flip to break the high, we should be in there. goes back into a range now. Question of will we flip or will we not? It's good that we're coming down for the wick before we come up though. That's what I'm leaving my buy stop. If we came up first, then that's a different story. Tap into this level. Every time you come, you need to tap into here first, right? Yeah, every time you come down, you tap into this. So after 15 breaking a low here and close below, I'm deleting my buy stop. But until then, I believe that the fit under 1 hour still have time to come out and flip here. How's the 15 gonna close here? Alright, so we come down, we tap into this. Question is, are we gonna flip? Is this a support you're gonna hold and then flip on the 15 and the 30 as well? Or will you not? I guess we'll find out. The 1 hour still no got top wick though, so I don't know how steep is this bottom wick gonna be, or will it once you fall and then flip? but we see 3 minutes left on the 15. Right, what you doing here, man? Are you just gonna range here and really there's no volume to play with? There's really no volume to push. Crazy, man. We literally have no volume, man. Alright, maybe the next 15 then. Maybe the next 15. Maybe the next 15. Give this 30 minutes candle to flip and give us some kind of direction. Or it can just continue to push down. If it pushes down, then yeah, I'll delete my buy stop. Yeah, if the 30 minutes closed back into a range, I'm not doing anything here. I would delete my buy stop and wait for the next idea and wait for the next setup. Yeah, it's come down, tap into the low. I'll delete my buy stop here and wait and see what it's doing. we continue to push here. But the 1 hour no top wick, so like I'm not really confident with that. Same with the 30 minutes as well, so any given time this thing can still flip. So like, getting in here is not it's not ideal at all. So yeah, you got to be very, very patient. If it drives down, like shit happens. Well, at the start of the day, you get more opportunity, man. Yeah, it looks like it continues to drive down and just for the wick here. I'll give it till 10, and if by the time this 10, I'll be here till 10 though. If we don't get a position, then yeah, we move on to another day. I'll be back in a second though. Yeah, look, it's a 1 hour coming down for the wick. Question is, will we continue to drive or will we reject here? Because if 5 minutes, no bottom wick. So it's gotta be hard how it plays out here. If it drives, it drives, but no, if it's not part of my plan, it's not part of my plan. I've got to wait for the 15 closed. If the 15 closed below this, if we can get our top wick, tap into 2678, then yeah, we definitely be able to go in as well. But I need to see some closure here. Minute close in 7 minutes, yeah. Yeah, if you close below, then I believe we have range to travel down. And that is what? That's a 9 pips. range to travel down. It's 7 minutes till this thing closed. Question is, the 15 can still flip though, because the 15 has no top wick, so at any given time within the next 6 minutes it can still flip, and that is when you're gonna get into trouble, because now that 1 hour came down for the range, breaking a low. Any given point this thing can now flip because it's now breaking a low now, so you do not want to be part of this. You definitely do not want to be part of this, because now it's breaking a low. It has liquidity. If it was to drive up, it can now. So no, you don't want to be part of this. However, if we do come up and break the high though, that shows me that that's literally liquidity bottom wick on the 1 hour, and it should, if we were to flip, yeah, if we were to flip, then that's fine. That's sweet. Where's the flip on the 1 hour? Looking at the 15. Nah, it's about odd placed. You know how it's pushing on the last 5 minutes of the 15 candle here. Okay. What are we doing here? Are we continue to push here, or we not? So this is the last 5 on the 15, right? Will we be able to close below, or will we be able to flip on the 15? And the 30 minutes kind of closing, and 4 minutes as well. But because the previous 40 minutes has no top wick, so like I need to see how the 5 and the 15 close here. Definitely, I've got to see how the 5 and 15 close here. That is not. You see how the 5 pushing now? Yep. So how the 15 closing here is going to be very, very important. The 15 flip now, you see it. if we can call back into a range, and if the 15 flip, I'll probably look to get in for a buy here, but only if the 15 flip and closing back the next 15 create a bottom wick, then yeah, we can definitely look for a buy. But right now, we've got to wait. It's way too tough to do anything right now, because any given time this 15 is still driving down. And the 1 hour not closed yet, so it's way too tough to do anything. The 15 closing below here, it's way too tough. 5-minute candle closing down as well. It's tough to play here. Yeah, if it drives here, there's nothing for me to be doing here. Especially with our 15 closing respecting, so any given time I think it's still just flat back. So I can't really take position as yet. It taps into here. Yeah, you did. You tap in here. Yeah. closure below here will give us a strong drive all the way down here, and that's what, 13 pips. I need some top wick though. If it drives here, it's none of my business. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I might need to, by the look of it, I might need to wait for the 1 hour candle to close. If we close below the range, then yeah, that means cool. We have range to travel down, but until how does 15 open up in the 1 hour look, and I might have to wait for the 1 hour candle to close, because it's way too tough to be in any position right now. Because anything could still happen. The 1 hour can still reject. Previous 1 hour no top wick, so like any given point this thing can still come up, getting a top wick, and then come down and follow the range. So I don't want to be part of any of this. For now, for the moment, I'm just gonna let it plays out. Wait for the 1 hour candle to close it by the look of it. Because the 30 minutes seems to flip here. If the 5 flip as well, and the 15 flip as well, it would be very interesting. It would be very, very interesting to see how the candle move here within the next 23 minutes. How is this 1 hour candle closed? Yeah, this is way too rough to do anything, man. This is way too rough to be part of. Cause you're literally in the middle of the push. You don't have any top wick on the 1 hour. You have no top wick on 30 minutes. So at any given time, this 30 minute can still flip. And it's way too rough to be in it. Yeah, so I think maybe 9:15, 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, we might be able to get a position. But until then, I'll need to wait for this 1 hour candle to close. Yeah, I need to wait for this 1 hour candle to close at least, or even wait for the 30 minutes, the 15, the next 15 close. Like maybe we're coming up, creating a bottom, a top wick, maybe, but at least a 15. There's no way I'm going in here. Absolutely no way. If we're going for sell here. This is the simple movement, so I would imagine you would push all the way down, huh? Push all the way down to here, 26.17, but we'll see. We'll see if that even on the table, because right now you show no sign. Three minutes left on 15. Three minutes left on the 15. If we just start hovering around here, I honestly would want to wait for the 1 hour candle close. Yeah, I probably would need to wait for a 1 hour candle close here, man. It's a bit tough to trade in that. It's way too tough to be trading in this range. Alright, 1 minute. 1 minute until 15-minute candle closure. think I might be able to get a position for gold while I'm waiting for this 1 hour candle close on a cable pair. Let me see. Can we get a bottom wick maybe? And I'll be in there. Coming from here. What did you do last time you come from here? I'm all the way up here to tap. What are you marrying into a price? There's not a lot of price to look for. You know what I'll do here, chat? Do we need a bottom wick for this one? I tell you what though, if you come out and break back to the high, I don't see why not. Yeah, you know what, chat? I'm in position here for gold on a break of the high on the 15. TP right here, stop loss into break even when the 5 coming up here, retesting this high. I believe that we will not need a bottom wick for this one. I believe that we will tap into here and then we'll decide what we want to do. Yes, break even will be right here. I believe that 1 hour flip now, so it should continue to drive here. We're coming down to the last 8 minutes on the 1 hour candle. I believe if we could continue to tap into here before we make a decision, right? The drive. There's a drive. I believe one is tapped into here, break stop loss into break even anyway. Yeah, it should continue to wrap right up here, and one is tapped into this level. We can expect stop loss into break even. Yeah, you know what, guys? I'll put my stop loss into break even now, expecting the drive to drive up, right? Should be a 9 pips profit already. There's a push. You know what I'm going to do here, chat? I'm gonna put my stop loss into taking position into profit. So no matter what it does here, I should be in profit. I believe that it should continue to push all the way up here after breaking this. I don't believe that we have any other minor resistance, do we? You know what I'm gonna do here, chat? I'm gonna close full here, and that was what? That was 10 pips. That was 10 pips. Nice, 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 nice. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. 10 pips. So now let's look at the 1 hour on GU. So now it's coming up now. 30 minutes closing, respecting. You see the 30 minutes closing here. 30 minutes closing, respecting. So if we can break above this, come back into the range, the next hourly candle, if we can get a bottom wick coming up, that would be smashing. But yeah, regardless, we got the job done on gold. So hope you guys happy, man. We got what we came for. I believe that was what? How many pips was that? Yeah, that was 8 pips. That's nothing crazy, right? Yeah, so now I think gold gonna tap into 2031 before it decide to do anything, or 2030 at minimum 2030. But yeah, I just wanted to close full there. However, look at the GU though. 1 hour starting to flip on the last 2 minutes here. Okay. I'm waiting for the 1 hour candle to close. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill out my journal. I will show you guys the journal as well. Yep, there it is. So 19/1/2024. That was very quick trade. That was 8. I believe that was 8.50 on a London. Gold, bullish, normal, buy on a breakout of the 15, breaking current high, stop loss 15, taking profit 15, next logical. Next logical, break even, yes, time frame 5:15, 1 hour, 4 hour drive. Time frame 15:0. When see the lot with the cable and the lot size on gold, they're exactly the same, even though they're different lots because they're a different pair. But in terms of margin wise and risk management wise, they're exactly the same. So if you wonder, it's actually a quarter of a lot, so nothing too crazy, right? So that was 15.10. That was 8 pips. I don't think we had any drawdown on that one. 0. I think max was 10. Minor closure against trade, I would say, or even minus support resistance on the 5. Alright, the 1 hour candle close here, kind of respecting. So okay. So can we come down, make a bottom wick, and then come up, and maybe we take a buy here? So yeah man, nothing too crazy, right? Nothing too crazy, right? So now I'm gonna come back to trading view. Yeah man, we got the job done, regardless. So the 1 hour candle closing respecting, but the 5 and the 30 minutes, the 1 and the 30 minutes closing respecting. This gives me kind of, I just 30 minutes and the 1 kind of control the day now, because if we come down, getting a bottom wick on the break of the 15, oh, I'll be in there, man. I'll be here till 10, bro. I'll be here till 10. But at least we got the job done. We got the job done indeed. Yeah man, so now it's just a case of waiting where to see where price, what's price is doing. Yeah, you tap into here so many times, man. Into my price, I don't really see if we are actually mirroring any price. But we do push above now on a 1 hour, so that is good, because if we can come down, create a bottom wick. The reason hours are coming out because that 1 hour candle, closure on a 1 hour candle, right? So there's no reason to stay there. Add another item. That was high time frame candle closure, and it was perfect exit. at 8 pips on the 15, yeah. Yeah, if we can come down. If we can come down, creating a bottom wick on the break of the high, I'll be in there, bro. Like, I'll be for real in there, man. Yeah, I want to at least tap into this level. If we were going to come up and break the high, and that would be the 15 coming down, the 30 minutes also come down, the 1 hour also for the wick, and that makes sense too. Yeah, go just gonna continue to push it to 2041, I believe. The reason I got out because the 1 hour candle closed, and I don't want to be part of that. And because any given moment this thing can still any given moment this thing can still come down for a bottom wick, and I don't want to be part of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, just push here. Nice. So what we doing here? We haven't moved much the entire London session, bro. What we doing here? So now, once it tap into 2031, I don't know what it's gonna do. If it's gonna break or it's not gonna break. I don't know what it's gonna do. So this is when it's gonna get hard for you, and this is when you're gonna need to be very, very patient. 2021, no. Yeah, I'm looking to see that if that is a kind of similar move that we looking to make as well, or is this the same move, or is this the same move? So we'll see what the higher time frame telling us to do. But the 4 hours closing in an hour though. Yep, can we come down now? Can we come down and then maybe come up and break the high? If it's decide to like literally flip and break this high, oh yeah, I'll be in there, bro. But until then, I've got to see how it plays out. I'll be here till 10. But we got the job done today. We got the job done today. So there's no reason for me to hang about, right? We got the job done today, so there's no any reason for us to hang about here. Simply because the news later on coming out, and there will be more opportunity. So there's no reason for us to hang around here. But I'll stay till 10 though. I'll stay till 10. Yeah, can we come down and get a bottom wick here? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, you see how I got out of that there. There's just no reason to stay there because the 1 hour just literally about to close. The 1 hour is no bottom wick. It's just too tough, man. Just too tough to stay there. So I'd rather not getting involved in that. When are we gonna move, bro? Fact that we close respecting this support right here, that's given me high confirmation that we're likely to come back up. But I need to have some kind of bottom wick before I come up. So can't do much here. Can we tap into this level at least before you drive up, bro? Might be too tough for me to be doing anything here, man. If we can come down and get some kind of bottom weight, that would be nice though. Maybe not really. Okay. We are coming down. Lock it in, guys. Trade not over. Lock it in, lock it in. Lock it in, man. Can we actually come down at least somewhere here for a bottom wick? Then maybe I'll look for a buyout, but looks like it's just gonna push up. If it pushes up to its previous high to 2691, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Because we got the job done. There's no reason for us to hang about. If it's push, it push here. But if it's gonna go up and tap to 36.9, that's my vantage point away, and that means I would need to wait for the 1 hour to close and subsequently the 4 hours, right? But we got what we came for, so there's no reason to. Yes, there's no reason for us to stay, but looks like we're gonna come down, so maybe I'll stay for a wee bit longer. Yeah, man. We got the job done. If price do decide to come down, create a bottom wick for me to get in for possession, then yeah, cool. But if it decides to drive up, it drives up. Like, I'm not gonna force anything, right? Yeah. Ideally, I would like it for it to tap around here, breaking back into the range. If we can tap around here, that would be nice. And then on the break of the high, we be in there. But you got to be very patient with us. Yeah, if this comes down, this comes down. Like, I can't really do much. If it's not, it just dries up. It dries up. I can't do much. So if this 15 drives up in 20 seconds here, I'm gonna call it a day, right? I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Until the 1 hour candle close, and I believe we have news later on. Any given time, this 1 hour can still just flip down. So I don't really want to be part of it. Oh wow, the delay is massive. Shit. Yeah, man. I tried. All right, guys. So today we have got the job done. We got on the trade. We got 8 pips. That was a very, very good trading day. I would say. What I would say is we have news later on, so make sure that you trade carefully, stick to your plan, stay patient and stay disciplined, and yeah, I wish you guys a good trading day and good last trading day, and yeah, good luck, man. Take care, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys next week, right? Make sure you trade with your plan, stick your plan, stick your strategy, stay patient and stay disciplined. Today we waited 2 hours for 8 pips trade. I'm not gonna complain. Some days might be quicker than some other, so it is what it is. But yeah, hope you guys have a amazing trading day. Make sure you guys stick to your plan and just yeah, man. This is the 3rd week of streaming. So far so good. Good start as well. 15 wins and 4 losses over the last 3 weeks. So yeah, man. I'll still be here. I'm still looking for a way to improve every single day. Looking to keep showing up, turn up the chart, and yeah, man, just stick to my plan, stick to how I trade, and just keep on refining, keep on improving, right? That's all we can ask for, right? So without further ado, I will end the stream here, right? Bye, guys.